Good evening, this is Ralph Jaffe. I started a movement about 16 years ago to begin the process of getting rid of all the corruption, moral bankruptcy in government, and to replace it with real, true political, ethical reform. I want to make some comments about the Democratic presidential debate that took place last week. But I also want to encourage you, if you have any questions about my comments or differences of opinion, please feel free to email me. You can get my email address and my telephone number by just hitting my website, fedupwithcrookedpolitics.com. That's fedupwithcrookedpolitics.com, and information is right there. So I have some notes I will refer to about what I observed last week. First of all, the format wasn't good. You had 10 candidates one night, followed by another 10 candidates the next night. So you had, for each debate, 10 people trying to talk. And, when the moderators would ask a question, all the candidates would raise their hands. They wanted to get their attention so they could talk. And that doesn't work. That's not the way to do business. Some candidates didn't get equal time. There was one candidate, I think it was Mr. Yang. He got about 3 minutes. There was another nice lady candidate, and she got about maybe 4.5 minutes. That's not right. It's not fair. Also, the criteria for being eligible to participate in debates wasn't right. They wanted you to have a maximum of, I think it was something like 65,000 so-called grassroots contributors. And, I've always stressed that you're not going to have a reformed system of government when money talks, when money buys people off. That's not the way we're going to get ethical politicians. And then the other criteria was the polling. The polls were flawed. They don't give the voters the information that a voter needs to know in order to make an intelligent decision as to tell the pollster how he or she is going to vote. So bad criteria. I've always said the criteria should be a person's ideas and a person's character. That's the criteria you should select. So how do we try to make the information that the debates are supposed to give to the voters better? And so here are my suggestions. Each candidate should be given an hour of free time. And that will give the candidate plenty of time to explain why he or she is running. They can also talk about the key issues, the key problems that we're facing, and what the candidate's solutions would be. And you could have, mainly it should be, I guess, to be realistic, it should be the cable news networks that should give the candidates the free time. It wouldn't be such a tragedy if the 4 major networks would do the same thing. Because there's so much garbage on television. I think to give the viewers 1 hour to let the candidate talk so that we could have a better understanding and a better appreciation of why the candidate's running and why you should vote for him or her or whomever you think is the best qualified based upon the information that you're getting. So this is what I think needs to be done. Because if we're going to choose our candidates based upon their quick one-liners, being a great debater does not necessarily make you a great president. Like I say, it's your character and your ideas count. So I'm hoping that these suggestions will be considered by you. And if you have any comments about my thoughts, please feel free to email me or to call me. The goal is to get better government. In order to get better government, you have to have, first of all, better information so that you can make a more intelligent decision as to whom to vote for. These are my suggestions. I welcome your suggestions. Thank you for listening.